Ron Howard revealed his true feelings about Frances Bavier. Ron Howard, a name synonymous with Hollywood success, has captivated audiences for over 6 decades with his versatile talents as an actor, director, and producer. Born on March 1, 1954, in Duncan, Oklahoma, Howard grew up in a show business family. His father, Rance Howard, was an actor, and his mother, Jean Spiegel Howard, was an actress. His early exposure to the entertainment world would play a significant role in shaping his career trajectory. By the time he was just a child, Howard had already begun his acting career, gaining fame as the lovable Opie Taylor on the classic TV series The Andy Griffith Show, 1960–1968. His portrayal of the wide-eyed, innocent young boy on the show made him a household name, and he quickly became a beloved figure in American television. After his success as Opie, Howard transitioned seamlessly into a teenage heartthrob, landing a starring role in the popular sitcom Happy Days, 1974–1984, where he portrayed Richie Cunningham, the wholesome all-American teenager. The show was an instant hit, and Howard's character became emblematic of the 1950s nostalgia that permeated the show's setting. Happy Days catapulted him into the ranks of the most popular television stars of the era, and his success continued throughout the 1970s. However, Howard's career took a bold turn when he decided to shift his focus from acting to directing, marking the beginning of his remarkable transformation into one of Hollywood's most respected directors. His directorial debut came with Grand Theft Auto, 1977, a comedic car chase film that showcased his knack for storytelling. While the film was modestly successful, it was Howard's second feature film, Splash, 1984, that truly solidified his reputation as a director. The romantic comedy, starring Tom Hanks and Daryl Hannah, became a massive box office success and established Howard as a director capable of both critical acclaim and commercial success. In the years that followed, Howard continued to build his directorial portfolio with a wide range of films that demonstrated his versatility. He helmed the beloved historical drama Apollo 13, 1995, which received 9 Academy Award nominations, including Best Picture and Best Director. Howard's precise direction and ability to craft emotionally resonant narratives were evident in Apollo 13, which chronicled the true story of the ill-fated Apollo 13 mission to the moon. The film not only showcased Howard's talent for creating tension and drama but also his skill in bringing together an ensemble cast that included Tom Hanks, Kevin Bacon, and Bill Paxton. Another landmark moment in Howard's career came with A Beautiful Mind, 2001, a biographical drama about the brilliant but troubled mathematician John Nash, played by Russell Crowe. The film earned Howard his first Academy Award for Best Director, as well as multiple other accolades. A Beautiful Mind was widely praised for its sensitive portrayal of mental illness, its compelling storytelling, and its ability to humanize a complex subject. The film also won the Academy Award for Best Picture, further cementing Howard's status as one of Hollywood's top directors. In addition to his work as a director, Howard has proven to be an adept producer. He co-founded the production company Imagine Entertainment with Brian Grazer in 1986, a partnership that has yielded numerous hit films and television shows, including 8 Mile, 2002, The Da Vinci Code, 2006, Friday Night Lights, 2004–2006, and 24, 2001–2010. Howard's ability to nurture projects from development to release has made him one of the most influential figures in the entertainment industry. Throughout his career, Howard has maintained a reputation for being a humble and grounded figure in an industry often marked by excess and ego. Despite his tremendous success, he has remained relatively low-key and approachable, prioritizing his family and maintaining a strong sense of personal integrity. His commitment to telling stories that resonate on a human level, rather than simply pursuing fame or accolades, has earned him the admiration of peers and fans alike. Ron Howard, known for his remarkable career in both acting and directing, has often been candid about his experiences working with some of the most iconic stars of television and film. One relationship that has sparked curiosity among fans and critics alike is his relationship with Frances Bavier, the actress who played Aunt Bee on The Andy Griffith Show. While both Howard and Bavier shared a professional bond on the set of the beloved 1960s sitcom, Howard has, over the years, revealed his true feelings about his co-star in various interviews, shedding light on their often complex dynamic. Frances Bavier's portrayal of Aunt B. Taylor made her one of television's most endearing characters. A strict but loving aunt to Opie Taylor, played by Ron Howard, and a maternal figure to Sheriff Andy Taylor, played by Andy Griffith, Aunt B quickly became a central figure in the heartwarming world of The Andy Griffith Show. Known for her nurturing, down-to-earth demeanor, Aunt B's role helped elevate the show to the level of family entertainment that continues to be cherished by audiences today. However, the actress behind Aunt B, Frances Bavier, had a career that spanned many years and involved much more than just The Andy Griffith Show. Bavier's acting career began in theater, and she became known for her serious approach to her craft. She later transitioned to film and television, but her most iconic role was undoubtedly Aunt B. Despite her popularity, Bavier was known to be somewhat of a private person, and her relationship with the cast of The Andy Griffith Show was far from simple. As a child actor, Ron Howard was thrust into the spotlight at an early age. His role as Opie, the son of Sheriff Andy Taylor, was a significant part of his early career. Although Howard was relatively young during the filming of The Andy Griffith Show, he developed a deep respect for the veterans he worked alongside, including Griffith and Bavier. Howard, who would go on to become one of Hollywood's most respected directors, often reflected on how the actors around him shaped his career, both in terms of performance and personal growth. While Howard had positive relationships with many of his co-stars, his dynamic with Frances Bavier was more complicated. On the surface, the two actors had a friendly working relationship, but over time, Howard revealed that Bavier was more distant and private compared to other members of the cast. In his interviews, Howard mentioned that Bavier was somewhat aloof and did not engage in the same level of camaraderie that the rest of the cast shared. One of the most notable things that Ron Howard has discussed in his reflections about Frances Bavier is the contrast between her on-screen persona as Aunt B and her off-screen personality. While Aunt B was known for being warm, gentle, and loving, Bavier was often described as a more reserved and private individual, which did not always align with the public's expectations of her based on her character. According to Howard, Bavier had a reputation on set for being somewhat prickly and difficult to approach, particularly by the younger cast members. In interviews, Howard admitted that, as a young boy, he was somewhat intimidated by Bavier's demeanor. Although he respected her talent and the work she brought to her role, Howard noted that she was not as friendly or open as some of the other cast members, such as Andy Griffith. He also mentioned that Bavier was known to be somewhat critical of the show and often expressed discontent with the way her character was written. This, Howard believed, may have contributed to her more reserved attitude on set. One of the key factors in understanding Howard's true feelings about Frances Bavier is the Aunt B versus Frances Bavier divide. Howard acknowledged that Bavier's portrayal of Aunt B was iconic and beloved by fans, but he also hinted at the fact that Bavier's real-life persona was quite different from the nurturing, selfless aunt she portrayed on screen. While Aunt B was portrayed as a kind-hearted woman with a seemingly endless reservoir of patience and love for others, Bavier did not always exhibit these qualities off-camera. This discrepancy between the character and the actress led to some friction on the set. In fact, Howard revealed that Bavier's temperament sometimes made it difficult for him and other cast members to get to know her on a personal level. Although Howard respected Bavier's talent and the legacy she left behind as Aunt B, his reflections often painted a picture of a woman who was more solitary, somewhat difficult to connect with, and occasionally critical of her role on the show. As Howard matured and gained more perspective on his time on The Andy Griffith Show, he became more understanding of the challenges that Frances Bavier may have faced in her life and career. In retrospect, Howard speculated that Bavier's reclusive nature might have been influenced by various factors, including personal struggles and her experience in Hollywood. After all, Bavier had been a stage actress before becoming famous for her role as Aunt B, and her success on the show came with its own set of pressures. In later interviews, Howard expressed that, despite the challenges of their working relationship, he understood that Bavier's experience on the show was not without its difficulties. He came to recognize that Bavier's behavior was likely a reflection of her personality and perhaps some of the pressures she faced, rather than a deliberate attempt to create distance from the cast. Howard's more nuanced view of Bavier's character showed how his own experiences on The Andy Griffith Show had shaped him into a more empathetic individual, capable of seeing beyond surface-level interactions. Frances Bavier's legacy, both as Aunt Bee and as an actress, remains an important part of television history. While Howard has occasionally been open about the distance that existed between him and Bavier during the filming of The Andy Griffith Show, he has also acknowledged her contribution to the show's success. Bavier's portrayal of Aunt Bee is still regarded as one of the most iconic and beloved performances in the history of television, and Howard recognizes that her role was central to the heartwarming dynamic of the Taylor family. Howard's candid reflections on Frances Bavier are a testament to his own growth as an actor and director, as well as his deep respect for the people he worked with early in his career. Despite their differences, Howard's reflections show that he never lost sight of the impact that Bavier's portrayal of Aunt Bee had on the show's success, and by extension, on the lives of its viewers. Through his comments, Howard has humanized Bavier, acknowledging both her strengths and her struggles, and providing a deeper understanding of the complexities behind one of television's most beloved characters. In the end, Ron Howard's true feelings about Frances Bavier reflect a mixture of respect, understanding, and acknowledgement of the complexity of her character both on and off screen. His mature perspective shows that, while their relationship may have been complicated, it ultimately had a lasting impact on him and his own career, helping him to grow both professionally and personally.